let's discuss one of the very important lathe operation that we call taper turning or tapers. A taper is defined as a uniform increase or decrease in diameter of a piece of work which is measured along its length. In a lathe machine, taper turning means to produce a conical surface by gradual reduction in diameter from a cylindrical job. Taper in the British system is expressed in taper per foot or taper per inch. This taper per inch is given by capital D minus small d by L, in which capital D is the diameter of the large end of the cylindrical job. Small d is the diameter of the small end of the cylindrical job, and L is the length of the taper of cylindrical job. And these all are expressed in inches as per as the British system. When the taper is expressed in taper per foot, the length of the taper is expressed in foot, but the diameter are expressed in inches. A taper is generally turned in a lathe by feeding the tool at an angle to the axis of the rotation of the workpiece. The angle formed by the path of the tool with the axis of the workpiece should correspond to the half taper angle. A taper can be done by any one of the 6 methods that can be applicable in lathe operation. First is by swiveling the compound rest. Second is by setting over the tailstock center. Third, by a broad nose form tool. Fourth, by a taper turning attachment. Fifth, by combining longitudinal and cross feed in a special lathe. And sixth, by using numerical control lathe or CNC lathe. The scope of this particular course is limited only to the compound rest, the method corresponding to the compound rest. Taper turning by swiveling the compound rest is a method which uses the principle of turning taper by rotating the workpiece on the lathe. Basically, the workpiece is rotated on the lathe axis and the tool is feeded at an angle to the axis of rotation of the workpiece. The tool is mounted on the compound rest which is attached to a circular base which is graduated in degrees. The compound rest can easily be swiveled or rotated and clamped at any desired angle. Once the compound rest is set at the desired half taper angle, rotation of the compound slide screw will cause the tool to be fed at that angle and generate a corresponding taper. This method is limited to turn a short but steep taper because of the limited motion of the cross slide. The compound rest can be swiveled at 45 degrees on either side of the lathe axis, enabling it to turn a steep taper. The movement of the single point cutting tool in this method is being purely controlled by hand. Thus, it provides a low production capacity and ultimately a poor surface finish.